Hello, this is VerticalSandwich, and welcome back to Let's 100% Grand Theft Auto Vice City. And we're running over just north of the mall. Oh, there's a running guy. If you see the cops chasing guys like this, you can punch them and they'll give you money. I think it also affects your rank. There's a ranking at the top of your stats in this game, but I don't really... I think it actually helps your ranking to beat those guys up. You can't shoot them. If you shoot them, then the cops see you shoot a guy and they get mad. But you get a wanted level, so don't shoot them. But you can, if you can punch them, it's for extra money. Okay, so we're up here and there's a Top Fun van up here, and there's going to be an RC Baron race, which is the little airplanes. We're gonna have to use them in a mission later. This is horrible. This is horrible. This is the worst RC race in the game because these things are just a mess. It's even hard to get them to take off. But anyway, so there's going to be 4 of them. You just have to race them. It's a checkpoint race. It takes you all the way along the length of this entire island, all the way to the bottom, down by where you pick up Cortez missions. And there's just all this stuff you can hit, and it purposely takes you, keeps you flying low. And yes, you don't hit things like that. All right, and as in any, you can hit O to, or circle to detonate it and end the race. So we're gonna start that one over, and just get out of the truck and get back in, and it starts over. Anyway, so it's even hard to take off. It'll set you in weird directions as the plane's taking off, and you gotta hit these, and you gotta make sure not to miss any. And apparently, you can hit other planes and stuff. So, yeah. You'd be surprised, though. Sometimes you can get knocked to the ground and stuff and still salvage the mission. But, yeah, I wouldn't recommend it. If you miss a checkpoint, you're done. You can't circle around without giving everybody the lead, so... Alright, and you want to try to kind of fly really low, because the highest this plane will fly is way too high for the checkpoints they set up. And some of the checkpoints are half in the ground. It can be really, really rough. You can hit these palm trees. Yeah, you can hit the palm trees. I'll be back. Alright, I'm here in post-commentating. Actually, what you're going to see here is a string of my failures at this mission. Because that was the only way I could make a cohesive video out of all this. It took me so many tries. There's our third try. And here comes number 4. So I just decided to put in all the mistakes I made and then just keep the last run complete. So you're gonna see this plane blow up a bunch of times. This mission was just ghastly. So here we go, taking off. Sorry, I'm in thrall. I want to see how I'm gonna die here. The ones where I made it a long way and then died, I cut out all the... No, I just missed the... Yep. There we go. Oh, man. Yeah, this mission can be really, really hard. And I'll get back to talking about the actual controls of the plane and things like that when we... Just another missed checkpoint. Just sad. Here comes a billboard. Look out! Ugh. And take 6, I think. For starting at the beginning, this one must not have lasted very long. This was so sad. Editing this together was just like the saddest thing in the world. I was just looking at the 20 minutes I spent playing this mission. But whatever, I thought it was funny. So, didn't even get off the parking garage. Boom. Miss. Was this 10? What? Okay, here we go. Like, yay, I'm back in the air. Can I get a checkpoint? Hooray! Oh, knocked down again. I'm in 3rd. I can salvage it. Apparently, at this point, I really did think that I could salvage this. Still, I'm still trying. Look at this. This is so sad. At least I made a woman scream on that one. Alright, I believe that is the end of the montage of failure. Although this run is really clunky. I mean, this is as messy as you're gonna see a tape of this being victorious. So anyway, so this plane wants to fly way higher than you want it to fly. So you're gonna constantly have to be kind of pushing it down to keep it, but it's a fine line. I mean, that's gonna help you with speed, it'll help you with placement, and it'll get you ahead of the other planes. But then the problem is, all of your turns are gonna be through these palm trees and around the stoplights and things, and those are the things that are gonna get you. It's never gonna be, but if you fly too high, you'll miss the checkpoints. So, they tried to screw you on purpose for this one. But anyway, so yeah, you just kind of keep it low, and it helps to, I mean, you gotta know the layout of the course. Because there are places where logically you would think a turn would be, or there wouldn't be another checkpoint where there might be one. One of the things I use in my strategy is if you're coming up on a checkpoint too high and you know it's too high, right before you get to it, just let go of the accelerator. The plane will dive, and the plane dives really quickly. So you can sometimes pick it up that way. You also can get into a really horrible pattern of just waving, going up and down really quick. And that can kill you too. But this is a practice makes perfect thing. I mean, you really just gotta run this race over and over until you get it, until it makes sense, until you just get a run where you get out ahead of them really quick and you stay out ahead of them. That's the only way. And you can hit the ground, and sometimes you can get knocked to the ground, and you really can. I think the first time I ever succeeded in this, I actually picked up the last 2 checkpoints, like bouncing off the ground. And again, I'm post-commentating this, so actually something similar happens at the end of this. So, like I said, this is the messiest video of this mission you'll probably ever see. I mean, it didn't do a classic, wonderful game player's job, but again, like I said, the point of this is not, to make me look like the smartest, bestest GTA player in the world. The point of this is to show you that, with persistence and patience and things like that you can, and a little bit of research and some intelligence, that you can cream this game. You can absolutely take this game for 100%. So, alright. I think we have 2 or 3 more to go. There's just this little stretch here. And, disaster strikes. There we go. We're down on the ground. But if you get a lucky bounce, you can, pick up that last one, and there's the end of our race. Fantastic. Alright, I did a lot of running around after this, so there's going to be some cuts in here, but there we go, mission passed. And again, you just gotta do these missions once and you're done. You never have to touch them again. So, if that makes... Okay, so we cut, and we're actually, obviously we're on a motorcycle, and what we're going to do is we're going to head over to the last property we haven't bought, the last save game property we haven't bought. And this one's really easy to miss. Of all the properties, this is the one that you're going to miss if you're going to miss one. Because it's just tucked up in the middle of nowhere, and so we just got to Vice Point across the Prawn Island Bridge, and we're going to head south, and on a corner just north of the motorcycle shop, which you'll only be familiar with if you played farther into this game, because we're going to do missions there later, but there's the motorcycle shop straight ahead of us, and just on the corner by it, there's a series of stairs, and up here there's a tiny little shack, and that shack is our last property. I mean, our last save point property. Costs $1,000, cheapest property in the game. So you'll probably never use it. Maybe there's one mission where you might actually, but it's here and you got to buy it. So we bought it, and now we're going to take this motorcycle and we're going to put it in the Hyman Condo garage. And I suggest you do this too. At some point, you pick up a motorcycle and you put it in that garage. Which we skipped ahead to that because I did a lot of crazy backwards nonsensical stuff on the way here. But you're going to want this here for one of the porn studio missions later. This might very well come in handy. It's just a good precaution. You should also get in the habit of running up here and collecting your weapons. Although it looks like there should be more weapons up here. But anyway, collecting your weapons before you save, because it shores up your numbers of weapons. It just gives you more... more ammo, and it just never hurts. Alright, so that'll be the end of the video, and I'll see you next time. Thanks for watching, and you take care.